now?
McLean, I'm so glad you could come to Project 165 in Kensington Market on Augusta Street. So my art show is up. It's called Body Language, and it's called Body Language because it's made up of these 64 images that when we go inside the gallery, you'll see are printed on large wood panels. And these ones in the window are small pieces broken out and enlarged. And these ones are chosen because of the nice flow between them. So it's interesting to see how small woodcuts would then translate via stencil to larger pieces. So let's go in.
That flow is very interesting.
Isn't it?
It's very beautiful.
Isn't it amazing that it's so many of them are accidental and gorgeous? Like, I love when I'm printing them, like this one, for example, flowed right into that one. And then this one over here, like, she comes down and goes straight into the breast of this one. So it's been amazing to print them all because it's a new discovery every time there's a new formation. So like this one is the sexuality series, as the other 6 large printed ones are, except it has another series around it. And this was the most fun and playful. Like, it's so much fun with this. There's things written, there's little parts, you know, there's stuff glued on, change of color.
Any specific stories that you want to share with the audience?
Oh, well, you know, each of them has a story. I think I would urge the audience to look at them and pick which one they want to hear a story about and ask me. Because I'm going to be here every day till the 15th from 12 to 8 p.m. So when I was thinking, leaving the large piece and coming to these ones was more the subject matter and the images and then the way they're carved and they're spontaneous, and each one was drawn and then carved in a matter of moments and minutes. So then putting them all together and thoughtfully presenting them in that kind of ordered, structured way was a nice sort of mixture of the mediums. So this one's all in black. This one has a little bit of red mixed in. Then I really wanted to see how it would look in white, especially with the subject matter. So this one's in white. And it's right beside a black one. And then here I started mixing up the paint again.
And even though sexuality is often a topic in art, what prompted you to use that as a topic for this series? What inspired you?
Oh, this will be so great, because on the back of my flyer it tells that story, which is that when I was painting things, people saw sexuality in my work when there was none. And it's so funny because I just brought my book in today because I'm doing some web stuff, so I can actually show the picture where I had done this flower for my grandfather, showing the women in his life and the children, and did this painting. Anyway, you know, it's so crazy. Let me find it here. Yeah. So this was the this is a picture of the painting that I had given him. And I never saw it. And then my friend Catharine actually just took the painting and went, like, Catherine, you don't see any sexuality in that whatsoever, you know? So I was like, oh my God. So I spent a number of years like just thinking, whoa, I don't know. And then I thought, wouldn't it be interesting with people seeing a theme in your work of sexuality, which I just, you know, I think is just prevalent in art, and it's natural, you know, flowers are like that. So I thought, what if I carved a series with just sexuality, like as the intent and the image? So when I took all the 64, at that time, empty, clean lino blocks, which look like this basically when they're fresh, I just would have a pile of them and think, what can I think of? An image would come to mind, I just quickly draw it, and the minute my pencil stopped, I'd put it away and pick up another one. And so they all went like that, and then carving was the same way. Looking at it, carving it in a full line, like this one's a really good example of seeing a full line carved. It's hard to find them when you look at them all together. This one, for example, that's just cutting straight, one line all the way. You know, not really stopping, and there's a certain energy I think you capture when you're forcing yourself, like, just to sit and try and come up with 64 images that are about sexuality, and to not be looking at it, like, just drawing from culture and, you know, the memory of being alive that's in our minds. And so by the time I finished like 3, I was like, I couldn't think of anything else. But then when I got to like 62, I was like, oh, I've got 8 more thoughts and 2 more pieces left, you know? So it's amazing how it really emerges. Like, the more you push yourself deep into a subject, the more vast it becomes, like the more you learn.
And what kind of responses have you had from people so far?
Oh, well, my favorite was these 2 little old women walking by outside, and then they were walking and they stopped and they saw the one in the window, which is this one. And you could see the one woman pulled the other woman's thing and went, oh, and looked, and they both went, and held their hands to their mouth, and they kept going. So it was so lovely, like, and then 3 young kids who were about, I don't know, like 18 or something, walked by, and I could see each of them individually kind of like look at it and then pretend they didn't see it, and they all 3 successfully walked by without mentioning it, like it wasn't there. So people's reactions are really interesting. It's interesting to see them because it's always noticed. People are noticing it, and it's getting a lot of attention, but how people relate to it and react to it is intriguing. You know, it's
you should put a hidden camera somewhere, capture reactions.
That's actually such a good idea.
And that can be an online installation.
Yeah, yeah. There was one father and mother and their kid walking, and the father looked up, and when he saw it in the middle, and he sort of looked at his child and turned like this to block the view, and the child was like 4. You know, the child is probably way more comfortable seeing naked bodies or anything than his father is.
Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here. Do you want to say anything to Facebook and Twitter in closing?
The goal on the 15th, the day that this show closes, is for all of these to be sold. So you should come purchase a lovely painting.
And how can they reach you if they're watching this video?
They can come to 165 Augusta in Kensington Market, or simply at my art platform in Twitter.
On Twitter?
At my art platform.
Okay, and is there like a website that they can go to?
It looks like this.
That's your Twitter?
But it's called Map. But yeah, on Twitter it's my art platform.
So people outside of Toronto can go there and contact you.
Yeah.
And hopefully buy some art.
Yeah, and soon I'll post the new site that I'm going to have out. We're just working on my own art showing website right now.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much, Catharine MacIntosh.